Well, I think I'm going to put this on Mr. T-Bird, because it ain't chrome. It's gold. I don't want no chrome. I want gold. So this is the the new starter for first time I've seen it for Daphne. Hey, that looks like a lot of fun reading there. Look how old that is. So let's take a look at this. I think I know how to do this. I believe I put my first starter on when I was 8 or 9 years old on the lawnmower. It's a Toro. Ooh, check that baby out. Ooh. Starter's is heavy. Ask Mick when he put that one on that T-Bird. That actual T-Bird. Well, hang on. Yeah, pretty blue sky, isn't it? Oh, good golly. Okay. This thing's great. And it is, the gold is manufactured for, let's take a look at this thing. Boy, this thing's great. I hope it fits. I've never taken the starter off Daphne. So we'll go down there and look at it and see if it's that kind. I don't know if it's this kind or the kind that bolts with the wings on it. This could be wrong. I don't know. Flint, Michigan. You know, I just never have looked at it. I'm going to have to go down there and look at that. So I hope this is the right one. Okay, let's get it on down in there. Now let's go down there and look, because I'll have to order another one right now. It said 78. It's a 78-305, I believe, out of an El Camaro, but I don't know that for sure. Okay, let's go see. I promise Durf, well, not him directly, that I wouldn't say this, but you know what this means. It means I gotta plug it in. We had so many lightning strikes that I did unplug that. I'm always afraid something's gonna, just don't want lightning messing up your stuff. So yeah, I forgot I did that. Okay, you know what this means. Oh, there those are. I was looking for those. Okay. Let's see. We've got this leftover from the CJ Pony gas tank project. I haven't been there. Oh, look at that. Still got a drop of oil. That's coming from there. Okay, well, that's okay. It sure was worse before. I'll rewrap that or do something. So I don't see any fuel dripping off the gas tank. Looks like I cut that way down there. And so good. Okay, we got the double nuts there. That's good. So okay, that's fine. I gotta put this, gotta put that fuel pump in. Got a whole big list in my pocket. Let's see if the starter's gonna work. It's an oil filter this side, starter this side. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. Ooh, that pretty blue Felpro oil pan gasket. Okay, that's pretty common. Well, we'll take this cover. I've taken this cover off 6 or 8 times. So we got that going for us. Let's take a look at the joints there. Those look good. That looks like that kit I got is going to work for those. And let's take a look at this steering box once we get us old bedwood out of the way. So I think that might be the adjuster right there. Well, it looks like I may be pulling the exhaust manifold off or something. I don't know. To get to that, that's no good. I need to get down here and sweep. Gotta move that gantry. Let's take another look up here. Yeah, I don't know. When I power wash for the kingpins, that looks like that kit's gonna be right. I'm gonna power wash all this stuff. And that's that old black tape. Hey, that worked pretty good, wrapping that right there. Okay. And there's my aviation strap for earthing the motor. Oh, yeah. That's going to be fine. You can do all of this from down here, maybe. See, I got that one brass plug on the drain there, and this one I couldn't get out. So I stopped. I figured, well, that's the way it goes. And there's some oil leaking down. See, on the spark plugs, I'm going to make all these notes. Looks like there's some kind of oil problem up there. See it dripping there on the transmission cooler lines? Alright, yeah, this side looks kind of early. And might just have to get down here and clean some of this up and see where it's coming from. Hey, I got some motor oil over there that's not very old with some dye in it. Maybe we'll do that before we get all keyed up. This could be existing oil from before I did all this powder coating and making everything yellow. Okay, well that makes me feel good about starter. Okay, good about that. Good on me. Oh, got to do those exhaust hangers. That's in my notes. That's not much of an exhaust hanger there. It's just temporary. So I really didn't see the way to do it, but we'll fix that up too. And this is where it goes 5/16 to 3/8, and that's what this is going to do here. Okay, is that right? Flow is this way. Yeah, I think that's the way that works. I think these are both 5/16, and that's why I got that adapter in there. Yeah, boy, I haven't been down here in forever. It feels like home. I feel like I'm home again. So, okay. Oh, there's a bunch of tools over there. Oh, look at that. I'll put that over here in case I might need it for something. Okay, any smart chicken is going to test their starter before they put it in the vehicle, make sure it's okay. I don't have a great big battery here, but I got this nice little earthing pin that's right there. I'm going to put an earth to most likely. I've got my hot right there. I've got hot going to my little CarQuest CPE 30410. We're going to test her out. Got to hold it down because it's going to want to buck on you. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yes, sir. Okay, let's get that disconnected. Wires are already hot. Oh, don't drop them down there together, you crazy galoot. Okay. Okay, well I'm ready to put this in then. That's going to be fine. It's pretty too, isn't it? Okay. We are going to pull this old starter off here. And I've got the battery disconnected, but I wanted to show you. Stream light. Oh, is that stream light? No. This will be fine. There's the new cherry bombs right there. So this is going to be kind of an overview. I had to change the whole plumbing of the stuff, and I guess, but that's part of it. I heard some cat talking about how close that header is to the starter, and he's plumb right, isn't he? Well, I hadn't had any trouble, so I'm not going to worry about it. Let's see if I can get this off here. I got to get that cover off, and I want to look at the steering on this thing. So I was looking at the Tri-5s. I was looking at those about the idler arm and all of that stuff, and I don't really know what they're talking about there. So that just hooks up to the I don't have any play in my steering, so I don't really have that here, so there's nothing to worry about there. Alright, so let's pull this starter out of here. I'm gonna pull this cover off, starter off, and all of that stuff. Let's see if there's any oil back here. I packed that up with goo, which is all I can do on a Dana 45, and so I don't see any oil coming out of there. Yeah, that's a first. Okay, good. You can tell I didn't mix it up good enough, but it's good enough now. It's good enough for that. We're not talking about structural stuff here. We're just talking about stopping leaks. Let's get this starter off here, and then we're going to do a little research inside the starter. And I've got those transmission lines in the way. And boy, are they in the way. I can come out that way. So I got to see how the starter gear engages too. Well, somebody out there riding some sickles. Okay, inspection cover off. We'll clean that up so I can trace oil leaks. Bendix looks a little beat up. We'll find out in a minute. I just kind of wanted to look up in there. And there's the old flex plate, and it's good and tight. And there's the big torque converter. And, okay, well, let's pull the starter off, take a look at it. I don't see any reason putting gloves on. It's just going to be messy as all get out. All that oil leaking, I think, from the valve covers. Well, I guess the old shining spider senses tingling was true. I barely put any pressure at all on that 5/8 fitting, and the whole case of the, look at that, it just fell apart. It fell apart in my hands. Well, let's go back out. Yeah, the whole thing. Let's put it over here with that other ugliness. I mean, it just made a cracking noise and just fell apart. Look at that. So the only other thing holding it is this. I mean, it just shattered. Wow. Well, gotta go with that gut feeling now and then, don't you? We'll pull it down. Okay, so there's the old starter with the busted. I'm not going to touch anymore because I'm out of water down here. I didn't turn the water on when I came down here, so I got my hands clean and I'm happy. So, yeah, that looks like a direct exchange, including the little ground strap earthing little bit there. That's a little bit different, but not enough to matter. So, here is the busted out end from inside the casing. The casing is right there. And it just blew to pieces. What do I want to do here? Let's take a look at that a little closer. I'm all cleanified here. So yeah, that just fell apart. We may take this apart and look at the brushes just for fun, but that Bakelite case just fell to pieces. It falls to pieces, ooh, wow. So there's my new NGKs. There's the dirtiness up there. And, okay, so I just want to be able to review this when I get back up there. All right. So I have some kingpin advice because I gave this a lot of thought and I watched everybody using the 600 series bearing lock in there. So if you if you want to, for a little insurance policy on your kingpins, I just mixed up a big batch of JB Weld and I put it over the core plugs or covers or whatever they are there. Because if you lose that bottom plug, the bearing can slip out of there. I mean, it ain't. I mean, you still have control, but I don't think I want that. So maybe you can tell. I don't know. I just slathered it on there, and I think that's going to just make the kingpin safer. Just any little safety factor you can go for. Doer. So I'm glad my steering is so much simpler than the Tri-5s. So okay, so I think whilst the starter is off, I may go ahead and wrap this. Let me go get that stuff and put it in here so I'll see it. This stuff is so nasty. This fiberglass wrap. I don't want to even touch it with my shoes. Not the fiberglass wrap, but the stone. So I think I put it right there. I did. Okay. Boy, handle this stuff with care, or you'll be itchy and scratchy for a long time. I'm just going to put it here to remind me. Okay. I think that'll be all right there. So I think what we're going to do here is I've got so much to do because I'm going to rewire this whole flipping thing. And I'm so glad that things are working out so well. So there's my wrap. And I'm just going to wrap that thing. And that'll help. I just start up there high. And that'll help with that other stuff too. So I got to get the fuel pump in here and get the pressure regulated, but it's late on Saturday night, and I got a third date coming up, so I got to get cleaned up. You know what I mean? All right. Oh, yeah. Give me a thumbs up and all that stuff, too. Thank you for watching and sharing time with me. I really appreciate it. So we'll talk to you later. This is going to be fun. I got so much wiring to do on this thing. It's just going to be the fuses for the alternator and the battery and all that stuff. Just looking so much forward to it. But let's end this one now, and we'll go hit the showers. Thanks a lot. I have never seen this. Rollers. Whoa. Somebody got stopped out there. Unreal. I guess they're a little hyped up over those 2 kids that got killed for being stupid about 2 or 3 miles from here. So I guess they might be patrolling a little extra. Rollers right there. Never seen that. About once every 3 months I see a state patrolman. Sheriffs all the time. Sheriffs are a little different. Whew. I don't think I'm going to jump on the tractor and go out there and see what's going on. I think I'm going to sit right here.